God is transforming the world for peace, happiness, and prosperity for all. Return land back to the natives. Stop the killings and war. The Ten Commandments is your key to the new world. Establish new nations according to God's given language and ancestral lands. These are God's directives. Obey God and be blessed. Disobey God and see His wrath. God is in control. A new world, it's here. Be part of it. So welcome to our channel. In the last episode, we discussed the divine global system and highlighting the role of the World Elders Assembly in trade, security, and welfare of the world. We also discussed how the world would be removed from the shackles of political parties and monarchs, as God has abolished these two types of governance. So kindly watch episode 4 if you miss it. But in today's episode, we will dive into the fascinating world of global governance and the power of continental unity. Now, this is ranging from shared resources to collaborative policies. Unity across continents can drive positive change and address global issues. So join us as we explore how different continents come together to solve global challenges like conflicts, wars, poverty, economic stability, and humanitarian efforts. Now, the divine system for continental unity for peace, happiness, and prosperity for all the nations therein can now be described as innovative. So all actions to bring about this continental unity among nations have been highlighted in Article 2 to 8. So we analyze this article one by one, but let us look at the summary. In episode 4, we analyze Article 1, and today we will analyze Article 2 to 4. We will also analyze the remaining Article 5 to 8 in episode 6. But please be on the lookout. But here is the content of the summary. Article 1, the composition of the world. Article 2, the composition of the continents and other facts. Article 3, we looked at the formation of nations as families of the same language, ancestral lands, cultures, and values. Article 4, native land, settlers, and forceful occupation of native lands. Article 5 will focus on forceful movement of people to other lands. Article 6, land currently causing conflict. Article 7, confessions and forgiveness. Article 8, the effect of religion on governance. Now, before we examine these articles, it is important to note that God is transforming the world into a natural world which He prepared for humanity before Satan interfered and took control of the world. God is transforming the world instead of destroying it. And the plan is for a 7-year term, which begins 1st January 2024 to December 2030. Now, our behavior and readiness to obey God and do His will determines whether humanity will face destruction or redemption. We must all be prepared, all citizens and all nations.
Looking at the Divine Continental Council of Elders organogram, which comprises of nations 1 to 5, 6 to 60, it has the following functions. 1. Continental welfare and security. 2. Continental trade. 3. Continental external affairs. Additionally, the Continent Council of Elders consists of one representative from each nation within the continent. They are selected based on their integrity and commitment to national issues. There must be equal number of men and women and are sponsored by their nations. God is interested in the unity of each continent because of their peace, happiness, and prosperity, depending on their unity. With the unity of each continent, peace will reign, people will be happy, and all citizens will become prosperous. This is because the information about the continent's progress is known to all members of the continent, and each nation sees each other as a wheel of progress and not clog in the wheel of progress.
So let us examine some of the articles. Article 2, which has to do with the continent. 1. The continent shall be 10 in number. Continent of Africa, Asia, and North America shall be divided into 2, each by the elders of the affected continent, who are the original owners. The natives. Each continent shall be named by the sea from which it originates. 2. Continents shall return to their original status, and all boundaries created by invaders and exploiters should be dismantled. Now the people shall return to their ancestral lands, and all families with the same language, same culture, and ancestral land before the division must reunite. 3. Each continent must manage the affairs of their own nations according to the wishes of all the people therein. So no nation or group of nation or any other continent shall have any control over another continent. The era of adventure, deceit, exploitation, and hate is over. 4. All nations within a continent must work faithfully towards the security, welfare, and prosperity of their continent and citizens. 5. No nations in one continent may invest in another nation in a different continent. Instead, nations should invest within their own continent to foster development and progress and avoid outside interference and wars, and those who might indirectly control their economic advancement. 6. Each continent has sufficient natural resources for nations and citizens to comfortably survive and thrive. 7. War is forbidden, and so under no circumstance should any nation rise against each other. Next, any conflicts that cannot be resolved by the elders of the nations concerned must be brought before the elders of the continent. And if the aggrieved nation is not satisfied with the case, then it should be transferred to the World Elders Assembly for peace and reconciliation. And lastly, each continent must have a lingua franca for communicating among themselves. It must have one currency and one identity, along with a national identity.
3, which is the nations. Firstly, all families that share same language, culture, and values and reside in the same territory should unite to form a nation. Where such families reside outside their original territory due to forceful removal, a branch of this nation should be established. They shall protect their territory and all within it, and no individual, group of individuals, or other nations shall assume control over it under any pretext. Lastly, 2 or more nations that wish to merge into one must respect their territorial integrity, languages, culture, and values. Additionally, each nation within this union must manage its natural resources solely for the benefit of its citizens. Such a union must be founded on mutual respect and understanding, and no single nation may impose itself upon another.
So number 4, the natural resources of every nation are intended to care for the citizens of that nation, and under no circumstance can such be used for the benefit of citizens of another nation. And 5, nations shall be governed by God through the elders, not by kings, queens, or political parties. Now these elders, in consultation with the citizens, shall establish structures to serve the people's need. And lastly, the land belongs to the Creator, who have allocated it to families of the nations. All land that has been taken from families, nations, or the natives should be returned. Settlers on any land shall no longer hold authority over it, regardless of the duration for their settlement in that territory or any form of agreement reached. God provided ancestral land to all the people of the world.
Article 4, which is the native land. Firstly, all land belonging to the natives shall be returned to them with unreserved apology and payment of reparations for past grievances. The natives shall assume control over all natural resources therein and govern their land independently. Secondly, the settlers, regardless of the duration of their settlement on land anywhere in the world, must relinquish the property to the rightful owners without war, struggle, or hesitation. Should they fail to do so, they will have to contend with divine judgments. No family or nation has the right to seize land belonging to another family or nation.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for being part of today's program. Indeed, the plan for the restoration of the natural world is very innovative. And while we see the world with a narrow mindset of my nation first, God is looking at the citizens of the continent and the world, which means peace, happiness, and prosperity for all. So if our information today makes you think twice about the world we presently live in and the future we envision, please like our video, share it, and share it to others so that all the people could be familiar with God's plan for the future of the planet Earth. Please save this video, watch it, and watch it again so that we'll all get prepared for the natural world. Thank you once again, and see you when we present the concluding part of the global governance, which deals with nations. Bye for now. My name is Nonso, and thank you, I know.